Roméo et Juliette by Gounod. An opera in 5 acts by Charles Gounod to a libretto by Jules Barbier and Michel Carré after the play by Shakespeare. World premiere at the Théâtre Lyrique in Paris on April 27, 1867. The tragic destiny of the lovers of Verona, as immortalized by Shakespeare. The impossible love of Roméo Montagu and Juliette Capulet, a love forbidden by the rivalry between their two families. A story of passion, of violence, and of honor that has been adapted countless times, musically, for the ballet, and on film. Musical versions include works by Berlioz, Bellini, Gounod, Tchaikovsky, Prokofiev, and more recently Bernstein in his memorable musical West Side Story. French composer Charles Gounod created an iconic French opera and a work that has remained among the most popular in the répertoire since its premiere in Paris in 1867. The libretto by Barbier and Carré draws heavily on the play by Shakespeare, keeping its best elements, like its tight pacing, while eliminating certain characters, like Montagu, Lady Montagu, and Lady Capulet, and inventing others such as the nurse Gertrude and the young page Stefano. Who was Gounod? He was born in Paris in 1818 and died in Saint-Cloud in 1893. He was one of the most popular musicians of the Second Empire and devoted his early life to opera. Some of his works even went on to become classics of the répertoire, such as Faust from 1859 and Roméo and Juliette from 1867. He composed about 10 operas in all. In 1870, Gounod moved to England for 4 years to escape the German invasion of France. When he returned to France, he began the second part of his life, during which he composed mostly sacred music, like the oratorios Redemption and Mors and Vita. Gounod is often considered to be the true father of French opera, as he reinvented the genre, liberating it from the German and Italian models. Opera underwent many changes in the 19th century. It went from grand spectacle with sumptuous sets and costumes and often pompous music, virtual pieces for the soprano, bravura pieces for the tenor, to more lyrical and intimate works. In Gounod's Roméo and Juliette, there are 4 love duets and large-scale scenes, alternating with more intimate moments featuring sensual and captivating melodies. Roméo and Juliette premiered in 1867, the year of the Universal Exhibition in Paris, which brought millions of visitors to the city. Roméo and Juliette was such a success that 102 performances were given after its premiere, rather rare for an opera. Why was the work so popular? Mostly for the beauty of its music and the quality of its melodies, which perfectly convey the characters and their emotional states, such as the waltz that expresses Juliette's youth and joie de vivre. or Roméo's fiery passion in his area, which has become one of the most well-known in the entire tenor repertoire. Gounod's opera also captured the sense of place and the drama that is played out. In the Nocturne that opens the second act, Gounod depicts the nighttime and the tenderness of the two lovers who will soon declare their love for one another. At the end of the third act, when the two families face off and Roméo is banished, the music is explosive and gripping. Roméo and Juliette was also a success because the opera expresses the power of love, a power that can resist all family wars or clan feuds, all racism, all manner of nonsense, love despite it all. The Opéra de Montréal presents Roméo and Juliette by Charles Gounod with Ismaël Jordi as Roméo, Marie-Ève Munger as Juliette, Hugo Laporte as Mercutio. Italian conductor Giuliano Carella will make his company debut, leading the Orchestre Métropolitain in an Opéra de Montréal production.